I think AI has made learning cybersecurity easier than it has ever been. But I also think that AI has made it more hard to become good at cybersecurity. It's not because AI is bad. It is because that AI has made knowledge so much accessible, we have started losing an essential skill that we used to get for free when trying to search that knowledge, the ability to solve problems when we don't know the answers. Let me take you to the time when I was learning binary exploitation. It was around 2019 when I was new to CTS and I wanted to learn binary exploitation. So I started doing one challenge of binary exploitation and it was about buffer overflows. But at that time, I didn't knew anything about buffer overflows. So I googled what is buffer overflow. And soon enough, I realized that it is not such a small topic that I can learn and also solve a challenge in 24 hours CTF. So I dig into more of it. I read a lot of blogs, articles, and eventually I found a very old series from Live Overflow, which was actually the series I was looking for. It was teaching binary exploitation from the scratch, how to debug, how to reverse engineer. It was on 32-bit Linux system. And I watched the entire series, and the series was about solving protostar challenges from exploit education, and I solved all of those challenges as well. Then I was prepared. So I entered another CTF, and this time I was prepared to do my first binary exploitation challenge. At least I thought so. Then the binary was 64-bit. Then I again Google what's the difference between 32-bit and 64-bit architecture and exploitation. I read a lot of blogs, articles, YouTube videos, and because I was not able to solve it within the CTF time, I also read the write up about the challenge from the original author. This time, I was able to understand maybe 80% of the write up. I did a lot more labs of 64-bit architecture to get better understanding. I got stuck, I debugged, solved a lot of problems, and this time again I was ready and I again went into the next CTF, but this time I solved my first binary exploitation challenge. Now, in this whole process, I just didn't learn what buffer overflows are or how to solve those CTF challenges. I learned how to learn the things that I don't know. And don't take me wrong, I'm not saying to do all of these findings, research, and other things yourself by the old way. I'm not saying that. I use a lot of AI and the research, the looking up to blogs, articles, most of it was just bad friction, bad struggle. Because most of the information that we used to get was not even relevant, dead links, or doesn't make any sense. So it was very little part of it that was actually good struggle or good friction for us. And I want you to keep the good struggle of that part with you right now. It taught me how to investigate, how to debug, how to research, how to solve my own problems. Let me come to you why this is important. Let's come to the today's world where I am taking a lot of interviews. I am seeing a lot of people getting on the job and getting stuck very early. When I step into the interviews and we ask the people to share their screen and solve a challenge in front of us, I see a lot of new candidates getting stuck very early and they just don't know what to do because they are lacking a very essential skill, problem solving skill. Because what their pattern was, they are getting a problem, they are getting a CTF challenge, they are stuck on something or any topic that they don't know. It's fine, I don't know a lot of topic, but what they do is they pass on that topic to AI and ask it, solve it for me, do it for me. That's the problem. The same thing happens when you get on a job. A lot of people are going to give a counter argument that how is it fair? The real world is going to have AI models and you are blocking me to use AI in the interview. But let me take you to the professional pen test that we do. A lot of clients, most of the clients, I'm going to say, don't allow us to use AI on their engagements. They provide us with systems like VDI, RDP that we have to go into their system, which restricts us from doing clipboard, copy and paste. So we are given minimal tools and we have to do a professional pen test. There are no AI, no tools of your choice. So you are going to run in a lot of problems. You have to do a lot of investigation. You have to analyze a lot of things, create your own test cases, create your own assumptions. But because you are not solving any problems, you won't be able to figure that out yourself. You are going to get stuck on those engagements. That's the problem I am seeing right now. Now, I have pointed you what the problem is. Let's come to the solution. So currently what I see the pattern is that you get a problem. It can be anything, a topic that you don't know. It can be a lab. It can be anything. But what you do is you just pass that problem to AI that solve it for me. Now the problem is, earlier we also used to use tools like Stack Overflow, Google, but the difference was that in Google, what used to happen is I used to direct Google what the next step is going to be, what will be the next search, how I am going to do a better search so I get better results. For Stack Overflow, I'm going to look for my own errors and then find out which code snippet is good for my code, then apply that code snippet to my code, adjust it so it works with my code. With AI, things has become different. When you give it a problem, it solves it for you entirely for your project personally. So you are not doing anything. You are not even doing the next step. It is doing everything for you, and that is becoming a problem. So what I want from you is just change in a little bit of your behavior. Instead of directly passing the problem to AI, what you need to do is whenever you are solving a lab, whenever you are dealing with a topic, whenever you are dealing with a problem that you don't know the answer of, first give yourself 20-25 minutes. I'm not asking to spend a day, 3 days, 4 days, a week on it. I am asking just 25 minutes, 20 minutes. Just sit with it, try to analyze it, look up on Google, look up on Stack Overflow, do your own research. This way, you are either going to find out the solution or you are going to run into more and more problems. This way, you will learn how to investigate, how to debug your own things, how to do research. And these are the skills that are very essential in cybersecurity. And if you are going to pass each of these things to AI, so AI is going to research for you, AI is going to debug for you, AI is going to investigate for you, AI is going to select your next step, and you are not going to learn the essential problem solving skill. So just when you get a problem, spend 20-25 minutes with it, investigate, look into it, and then when you are stuck with it, then pass it to AI. But instead of just typing it, solve it for me, this is the problem I am dealing with, this is what I have done so far, this is my investigation, my debugging results, whatever you have, what am I doing wrong here? So this way, AI is going to become a mentor for you. Instead of just directly solving it for you, it is going to tell you what you were doing wrong. So this way you are going to learn, eventually getting nudges from AI and still solving the same problem, but you are keeping the problem solving skill with you. That's the difference. So let's end this video, and the takeaway of the video is just have a conscience in your mind when to use AI and how to use AI.